Hey everyone, I'm Stacy and this is Emma, Tara, Caleb, and Jacob. Today we are going to read a story called Maccabee, the story of Hanukkah. Tara, not while I'm reading, okay? You'll see it. Sit down, please. At Hanukkah we tell the story of ancient faithfulness and glory, of freedom lost and freedom won by Jews who knew what must be done. The Greeks had gods, yes, more than one, god of the sea, god of the sun. Throw in a party god for fun. King Antiochus ruled the land. Bow down to them was his command, and that's not all I order you, to dress and eat and act great too. Sometimes it only takes a few who know what's right and do it too. But Antiochus had great power. When they refused, his mood turned sour. Jerusalem, he snarled and frowned. We'll desecrate their holy ground. What does desecrate mean, Emma? If you desecrate holy ground, what do you think that means?
Make it not
Good job. That's right. Put statues of our gods around, so that's how they made it unholy. Stamp out the traitors where they're found. What's a traitor? King Antiochus considered the Jews traitors because the Jews wouldn't do what he wanted. Some Jews gave in, and some Jews fled. Then one Jew, Mattathias, said, "To your idols I won't pray. Your laws aren't mine. I won't obey." He drew his sword and got away. Look, they're all running away. See? They got a baby right there and a sword, and they're running. They're running away from King Antiochus. Sometimes it only takes a few who know what's right and do it too. But Mattathias said, "I'm old. We need a leader. Strong and bold. I have 5 sons. Whom should I choose?" And he conducted interviews. Jonathan is plenty smart. And Simon knows a martial art. Simon knows karate. Ooh. The other 2 will do their part. Oh, but Judah, what a heart. He picked Judah for his heart. He called to Judah at first light. Sit down. Our farmers, shepherds, you'll unite, deep in the mountains, out of sight. With patience teach them how to fight, then lead attacks through dark of night. Said Judah, eager, brave, and bright, count on me to do what's right with all my heart and all my might. That sounds like the verse in Deuteronomy, right? Love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your might. Not while we're reading the story, okay? Yeah, good job. Good job, Emma. Sometimes it only takes a few who know what's right and do it too. Hey, I'm reading the story. So Judah led the scrappy band to fight for freedom through the land. Yay! Now all admired his strong command. He's like a hammer in our hand. So Maccabee was his new name. The Maccabees gained instant fame. Maccabee means hammer. The armies of the king were strong, but they thought they'd win, but they were wrong. The Maccabees fought hard and long. King Antiochus finally said, "Enough, enough, enough bloodshed." Look at that elephant.
It's huge.
Isn't that crazy? Here come all the Greeks, and there is Judah Maccabee. He's going to fight him. Even though there were only a few Jews compared to all of the Greeks and their weapons. That's pretty brave, right?
Wait, hold on.
Then Judah's men saw just ahead Jerusalem with ruin spread. And though they'd won, they moaned and said, "All is lost, this place is dead." Did Judah wail and hang his head? No, he didn't. He told them all instead. He said, no, it's not lost. Sometimes it only takes a few who know what's right and do it too. Look at the temple. It's all destroyed and on fire. That's sad, right? Yeah. Caleb, shh. Our temple is a royal mess, but we have to come to repossess. So do I have a volunteer to get the idols out of here? I would volunteer too. I see the courtyard's gone to weeds. Who'd like to plant some flower seeds? Someone called, look what I found, our broken altar on the ground. Aww. I would be sad if somebody came in and broke our place where we keep all our menorahs and stuff, right? And Judah said, who's good with bricks? These are problems that we can fix. He's a good leader. Enthusiasm filled the air. What does enthusiasm mean? It means to be happy, excited, joyful about something. Judah encouraged everybody, so they got excited about doing it.
He's a good rhymer.
Yeah, well, no, somebody else wrote this book. But yeah. As people scurried everywhere, a new menorah. Aren't we clever? Its holy light will burn forever. A search for oil was underway, but bad news spoiled the holiday. Hold on. Shh. This jug will last for just one day. Oh no. Stop. The people cried, but it takes 8 to make more oil, and that's too late. You're right, said Judah, we can't wait. Use what we have, that little bit. They all agreed the oil was lit. The next day, still, it burned like new. The third and fourth and fifth day, too. For 3 more days, their wonder grew. Free to worship without fear, they said. Remember, every year, a miracle has happened here. Nes gadol hayasham. A great miracle has happened here.
I was close.
And like brave Judah, they all knew. Sometimes it only takes a few who know what's right and do it too. We can have some Caleb. If Judah were alive today, stop. You can share. What would he do? What would he say? He'd smile at the familiar sight of our menorah burning bright and join in prayers that we recite. He'd thrill us with a tale or two about his brave and loyal crew. We'd beg for more when he was through. Wouldn't that be cool to meet Judah?
Yeah.
Judah Maccabee? And to see what happened in history? Stop touching.
Mama, that's us.
It's our family. But Judah lived long, long ago. Of course, he can't come see us. So some of these things we'll never know. Yet we'll remember this is true. Sometimes it only takes a few. The end. Good job, you guys. Let's see what's next on our list. What kinds of things do you remember that we do to celebrate Hanukkah? What are our traditions?
We light the candles each 8 nights and we play dreidel. We light the candles. That's what I just said. We eat sweet. No,
Okay. Give me the water. Sit down right now. Jacob wants some. So did you bring anything to share? Emma, did you bring anything to share, Tara? You can go get it now if you did. Go ahead. You can set it right here on the table.
We brought something to share.
Can you tell them what it is?
A menorah.
It's a Hanukkah.
Oh,
What's
yeah.
the difference between a menorah and a Hanukkah?
The menorah has 6 candle holders.
7.
Wait,
Because of the shamash, right?
I thought you don't have to.
Okay, yeah. And then how many does the Hanukkah have?
8.
Right. Good job. So 6 and 7 and 8 and 9. Okay? What's your favorite part about Hanukkah, Emma?
It hurt.
Lighting the candles?
Yes, and eating the chocolate.
The guilt? Okay, go put them back. Go put them back up on the shelf. Something to remember about Hanukkah and about the story is sometimes it only takes a few people to know what's right and to do it too.
No, that's mine.
So let's talk about the oil, okay? Let's talk about the oil. Yes. Bring down the menorah too, or the Hanukkah, the silver Hanukkah. Okay. No. Sit down. So let's everybody look at this jar of oil. It's not very much, right? Tara, does that look like a lot of oil?
No.
No, it doesn't, right? How long do you think this would last?
A
day, or maybe a small Hanukkah like that one. If we fill these tiny little things up with oil, it might last a day. But can you imagine how much it would take for a big one like they had in the temple?
No.
And that's all they had. But what they had, the little oil that they found, lasted on their giant menorah. Okay, go. That lasted on their giant menorah for 8 days. Shh. Okay, put this back on the table. Now we're going to talk about the other miracle of Hanukkah. Help me fill this up. Here we have, this is King Antiochus and all of his army, the Greek army, right?
No, take it back.
They have the Greek army, so let's set them all up. We put King Antiochus in the front because he's the leader, right? Look at all of these big bad guys. They're super scary, right? No. That's not part of the army, Caleb. Sit down, please.
Not an army truck.
Okay, and so I need you to get the chain, Emma.
All right.
And so then we have mighty Judah Maccabee right here. It's okay, just bring me what. Sit down, Savannah. And so what I did here was together we made a chain. And this chain represents the Jews. Just the Jews right now. No touching. So what do you think would happen to the Jews if we took out one of these links in the chain?
They would still win.
No. What happens? Watch. If I take this link out, what happens?
They come apart.
The chain falls apart, right?
They come apart.
And so what Judah Maccabee did was there were some Jews right here. This broken link represents the Jews who wanted to follow King Antiochus, who adapted to Greek culture, and they were okay with what they were doing. But Judah said, no, we will only serve God. And he rallied everybody together, as many as he could find. They were shepherds, they were farmers, very simple people. And look, he rallied them together, and the chain became whole again. And they fought together. And what did they do? They wiped out the Greeks.
Yeah.
They pushed them out of Jerusalem.
We hate you.
And they took the temple back. Yay. So the moral, we must remember that we're each a link in the chain, right?
I'm right here.
Everyone's a link in the chain. And sometimes, Caleb, and sometimes somebody will fall away. Like, somebody will fall away and they will stop following God. For whatever reason, it can happen for different reasons. But Hanukkah teaches us that when you put your faith and your trust in God, great things can happen. And your faith will be rewarded. Okay? Good story, right? High five. High five. That's it. We're done. Caleb, high five. Let's tell everybody bye.
Bye.
So thank you for coming and learning about Hanukkah with us.
Bye.
I hope it wasn't too long.
It wasn't. Have a great